Hey everybody, welcome back, and get your hot topics of the week ready, and we will discuss whatever you like, reselling or otherwise. Hello? Anyone there? You waiting? Is anyone waiting? Belle? There's some people waiting here.
Hi.
Hello? Anyone there? Hang on a second, what's this? There is a duck race later on.
I ate that duck. Now the favourite person of the show is here.
Say hello, cooks. Say hello.
Because we all know that's what people come for, don't they? They don't come to see us. They come to see the dog.
I think we need to go and get ready. So see you in a minute.
Bye!
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm sorry we're a few minutes late. Belle had a phone call from the dentist, so yeah, she had to take that one.
I've been waiting all day for the emergency dentist to ring me because I got poorly tooth. And we don't have a dentist. We don't have a dentist.
You have to speak up a bit, babe. No one can hear you.
I can't talk that loud. I've got a poorly face.
Well done to Em's Den for keeping people going. Other than talking about whether the heating's been turned on or not, bloody hell. Come on. But welcome back, everybody. I hope you've all had a good week, reselling wise and other. You know, let us know what's been going on in your week. If you've got any hot topics to talk about, get them in the chat now, because I will save them and we'll come back to them and we'll pick up any bits of conversation you want to talk about reselling wise. So yeah, put it in and we'll try not to miss it. In the meantime, we're going to say hello to as many people as possible. Belle's going to do it. We got 2 minutes to beat Belle to the bottom. Everybody who's watching right now, get your hellos in, because Belle just keeps winning, hands down. So get your hellos in, please. Here we go. We've got 2 minutes or until the end of this piece of music. Here we go. Are you ready, babe? Go.
We have Elaine Park, Want Love Treasures, James D, The Monkey Thrifter, Harren Evans, Peter Ray, Deborah Nardone, Helen, James D, Rummy Time Lord, Lisa, Chris Tyler, See What You Buy, Left-Handed Hummingbird, Fluffy Muffin, Limelight Vinted. I was waiting for you to correct me, you didn't.
What?
Fluffy Muffin.
Oh,
Limelight Vinted, Chris Tyler, Lisa, Emsden, The Monkey Thrifter, Linlin Jeffries, John Parker, Flipper Lee, AC Global Reselling, Mr. Crummy, Kev Pellington, Helen, I don't know how to say that. How do you say that? Alknap?
Yeah, that'll do.
Guzzy 67, Ewan Lang, Jane View, Queenie Conquest, Ravens Bazaar, Knight's Life Pitcombe, ABL Reselling, Lieutenant Pete Maverick Mitchum. That's a big one. Shane Long, ABL Reselling, AC Global Reselling, Big Vintage, Naffinity, Hillary Rose, Nothing Major, Carol Harris. And I think we're at the end. Thank God.
Well done.
Can I just go back there? Thank you, Shane. Thank you very much. Shane said, let Belle go to bed. Poor girl, paracetamol.
She's been up all evening. She could have gone to bed ages ago if she wanted to.
No, I'm just going to leave Chris to do all the talking, that's all.
I'm just reading through all your chats. Get your hot topics in that we can talk about if there is anything specific that you want to say.
Lana says she can't get an NHS dentist around here as a new patient. Steve had to go private at the cost of £26 a month. No, that's why we don't have a dentist. We're on loads of waiting lists, but we haven't got a dentist yet. So I've had to wait until this tooth has been playing me up on and off for a while now, hasn't it? And I've kind of been hoping it would hold out, and it'd hold out. But over the weekend and especially overnight last night, it's really kicked in. So it was a 111 job today.
That £26 a month though only gets you like 2 checkups and a clean or something, doesn't it? That doesn't cover you for anything that you need doing, does it? It's just like that just gives you the very basic private plan of like 2 checkups or something, isn't it? It's crap.
We have in the last few months decided, because we kind of knew we weren't going to get on a dentist, we are going to try and find a private one at some point. It just happens I've ended up with a bad tooth before then. But we've just been putting like 30 quid each away into a savings pot, which is now our dentist fund for when we need it. And the idea is that we don't both need dental treatment at the same time. So we can stagger it. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
Sarah said the reason I got into reselling was because of a £1,500 private dental bill.
Yeah,
I can believe that.
That would make you want to resell, wouldn't it?
That'd get you motivated, wouldn't it?
There, Lana says a tooth out was £200.
Exactly. That's when those plans that it's, oh, come on, join a plan. It doesn't cover you for anything.
No.
It's like you get 2 checkups. You should get your checkups for free and any work.
I mean, even the dentist on the phone said then, you better bet you're wishing you kept your dentist in Devon before you moved. We were planning on keeping the dentist. That's what we said before we moved. But just as we were leaving, our dentist in Devon went private. So we were being forced down there to do it. Yeah. So we didn't have a choice but to keep it.
Everywhere.
But she did say, because the one she's sending me to is my dentist, like ours was.
Yeah.
And she did say that most of them are now private. There's not many of them that are.
Yeah.
That are NHS.
AC Global said he got an emergency appointment for £28. You've got one. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, you've got a phone call, but you've got one for Thursday, £30 for an emergency to get you whatever it is sorted out.
Yeah.
So that's not so bad, but it's bad that you have to wait until you're in agony before you can actually get one. What do we pay our bloody national insurance for? That's what I want to know. I wouldn't mind if he said, you know what? I'm sorry, no more NHS dentists. So with that in mind, you won't pay as much national insurance every month. Put that money towards a plan of some kind because we're still paying it. In fact, it goes up every year, doesn't it? Your bloody national insurance and it's along with your taxes. Well, reduce that.
There you go. Hot topic for the day. Dental treatment and the lack of it.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Just gone back through the chat. I think we're all good. Nothing that we're really.
Lieutenant says that jacket you found at the boot sale was a replica of mine from Top Gun. Yes, definitely. One thing I did sell today, just before we came on air, actually, from that video, the wrestling belt that I picked up for £10, the World Championship WBC belt, that sold. Somebody in America's bought it 95 quid, so I was pretty happy with that one. It was up for 99.99, so they offered me 95, so it's a no-brainer. I'm always going to take that all day long.
Hey, Bill, you're telling the whole tooth and nothing but the tooth. I am, I swear.
Peter Ray says, I know how you feel, Belle. Not long since I had 2 wisdom teeth out, and the best thing I did on the NHS. I waited over a month before I was in agony. Well, at least you've got it
He's-
sorted now.
He
Peter.
has been telling me literally for about 3 weeks to do the
to ring
to
111.
ring 111, but I've not been in agony, and I don't like.
Mm.
I'm not very good at acting, so I was kind of a bit like, I know you've got to be in pain, da 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 da. And unfortunately, that's what I've done. I've just waited till it's like,
now you are.
I'm in pain, so I need a dentist.
Carol said, I'm at a private dentist, had my hygiene appointment and an x-ray of my implants, and it cost me £280. Absolute joke, innit? It's because they got us by the short and curlies, haven't they? They know that we need help with our teeth, and there's nowhere else we can go.
Yeah. No, I haven't got a choice. I mean, this one is, I think I've lost a bit of my tooth at the back, which is leaving it exposed. So that's what this one is.
Hi, Maximus. Maximus is putting up a future duck race prize, so thank you very much.
That's very kind.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's see what else we got in. Don't forget, put in your hot topics.
Did you save AC Global's hot topic?
Yes, I'm going through so I can get to the bottom of the chat, and I'm saving a few as I go. So don't worry, I'm saving a few of your comments for bringing up very, very soon. I hope you're all doing well today. Let's go, carry on, keep going. Is Maverick Santa?
Can't go to bed when you're waiting on a phone call. I actually didn't think I'd given up waiting today. I thought
it's very late, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought they'd wait until tomorrow.
Call at this time,
and then literally they rang just as I was getting ready to come up here.
Shane says I had 4 wisdom teeth out, all infected. Took a month to get over. Oh God.
See, I've had.
Yeah, I don't think it's that though.
No,
is it?
well,
You've got something.
I've had all my wisdom teeth already taken. I've had all my wisdom teeth taken out already. This is just a back tooth that already has a filling in it, and I think I've lost like the back of the actual tooth now. So she did say on the phone, then it sounds like it sounds like an exposed nerve because the pain's in my face and down my neck.
Yeah. Shane, was that yourself, Shane, who's made a purchase today from me on eBay? Might be a different Shane, but if it is, thank you so much. And thank you for your message. You know what I mean? Let's see what else we got here.
And to top it off, the pain's on this side, so I'm struggling to eat on this side, but this side, I got a missing tooth. So I struggle to eat on that side anyway.
Well, Anna says if they tell you that the tooth needs to come out, say yes, or you'll have to find a private dentist and pay their fees.
I don't want to think about that.
So basically what she's saying is if they do say that it needs to come out, just do it there and then don't like go away.
What is worse than having a tooth out? Having a tooth out that is the very back one where they're going to be like right back there.
That's not nice.
And I've got a cold sore, so that's going to split. It's just going to be horrific, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not nice.
It's just going to be horrific.
Hopefully you won't need that.
I hate the dentist.
Maybe they can patch it up.
But you are right. There's nothing worse than toothache, is there? It's like it's too close to your brain, the pain.
Yeah.
Toothache's worse when you lay down. Yeah. Through the night last night, it really, really started hurting. The lady on the phone told me that I need to sleep propped up.
Propped up? Because
apparently the pain gets worse when you lie down because there's more blood.
Well, you can prop your side of the bed up. Your side of the bed will prop up, won't it?
Okay, if you're going to sleep propped up as well, because we don't have a two-sided.
It's split, isn't it?
No, it's not.
You sure?
Yeah. How long have you slept in our bed for? A year and a half?
I'm sure the electric thing's split.
Nope.
Well, I'm not sleeping propped up.
We have one of them. We have a bed that sits itself up, but no, it's just one.
I thought it was half and half. I'm going to save that one from Dan. I'll come back to it. Thrifting trip to Turkey, who knows? Yeah, maybe. Earache is on par with it. Oh, I hate earache. It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah. Oil of cloves is great for toothache. Where'd you get that from? You get that from like the supermarket? ABL, I took my own tooth out. It saved 150 quid. Not a cat in hell's chance am I taking my own tooth out.
I do. Whenever I think of that, I think of Tom Hanks in Castaway when he's got that really bad tooth with the abscess on it, and he puts a string round. No, he doesn't. He knocks it out with the ice skates.
No, it's gross.
No, thank you very much.
Oh, thanks, Lin's an ex-dental nurse. Fancy coming round and seeing to me tooth, Lin. I don't think it's an abscess. No, I think it sounds like she said. It sounds like nerve. Exposed nerve in there.
Let's go back. Have a look what we've got on. What comments we've got. AC Global said resellers complaining about clothing returns doesn't fit. Even if you have measurements on the listing, sometimes it just doesn't fit right. As long as they pay for the return, no issue. Yeah, I don't really have an issue with returns, to be honest with you. It's frustrating. Don't get me wrong. It is always frustrating. You made a sale and it's £50, £30, whatever it is, and then it has to come back, and then it has to come back out of funds that you kind of feel like you've already earned, and it's a pain in the backside, isn't it? But if you've got your returns set up in a certain way, then obviously if it doesn't fit or change your mind, then the buyer will have to pay for it to be returned. Just bang it back on and try and resell it. I just think you've got to just remember that it's part of selling. If you had a shop, you would have to have returns. You'd probably get a lot more returns if you had a high street shop. And yeah, it's just part of doing business. And you just have to keep that in mind that it is there. I think I've got three returns open at the moment. That's quite a lot for me, to be honest with you. I can go like weeks and weeks without a return, but I've got 3 open at the moment. Somebody opened a return a few weeks ago who'd bought a pair of shoes and they were in the US. And they opened a return, doesn't fit. Well, I don't operate free returns and definitely don't operate international free returns. So they basically opened up a return. I approved it. And obviously they didn't return it. It went like 3-4 weeks. And this morning, actually, eBay opened and closed a case on it. So basically they open it automatically because it's reached its time limit. And then they pretty much close it straight away. So they closed it in my favor, saying that they hadn't returned it. Of course, they're not going to return it from the USA because it was cost them more than what the shoes actually cost. They were like £20 pair of shoes. They're not going to send them back. They'd already paid 20 quid probably for shipping to the US. They're not going to pay another 20 to bring it back. I think they were probably going to see if it were free shipping back, but obviously it wasn't. But yeah, so returns are just part of it. I don't worry too much about it unless you get like a frustrating one where somebody does a switcheroo or something. That's annoying.
Thank you for all the advice on the tooth. I'm just reading through everything. I'm going to pick some of it out and try some of it in the next couple of days. But we've got a birthday.
Oh, okay.
John Parker says it's his birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday.
Well, let me find his comment first. I don't know where it is.
It's down near the bottom.
It's not that far near the bottom. No, I don't know. I'll just do it anyway. Happy birthday to, is it John Parker?
John Parker.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday! Woo!
Hope you have a good birthday. Bloody hell, Cookies. The Cookie's making a lot of noise down there.
That. Lin says there, you can always get seen at a dental hospital. Have you one near you? You are treated
There used to be one here at the Alexander Hospital, but I've seen loads of comments on Facebook saying that they don't do it there anymore.
You're treated by students under supervision of a consultant and it's free.
They don't do it anymore. I believe, when I've been like following posts on Facebook about is there a dentist and stuff nearby. So loads of people said the Alexander, but then said that they'd finished it.
Oh, right.
Because that's literally up the road from here.
That's a shame.
Tracy had a return of a purse recently. Buyer said it was too small to fit her phone in. Jesus, some of the reasons you get. Exactly. If I buy something online, it doesn't fit, I'm sending it back. Why would you keep or expect someone to keep something that doesn't fit? It annoys me when I see people ranting about it. It's one of them things, isn't it? It's all right saying, you know, I put the measurements on or I put the shoe size on, but there's always variations in different companies, isn't there? Like my shoe size, I can be a 10, a 10.5, or an 11, depending on the brand. And sometimes even the same brand, like when we was in the States, I bought a pair of Pumas that were like 10.5, but in the UK, it says UK 10.5. But then over here, I've got Pumas that are a 10. So it's like, yeah, it does happen. And people have the right to return things. That's part of selling online. That's the rules. If somebody wants to return it, they can do.
What did I do in Tesco the other day? Because I'd bought, don't tell the mother-in-law, I bought some reduced flowers. And when they scanned it, it wasn't coming up at the reduced price. So the lady at the till said, "Oh, you'll have to go to the customer service counter to get them to refund you." And when I got there, literally the lady went, "How would you like your 96p back?"
She said, "Can you put it back on my card, please?"
I did.
Did you? Oh, no.
Oh, but do you know what? It's the principle, isn't it? It's the principle that you've purposely picked that thing because it was a reduced item. To be fair, I thought they were reduced more than that. But yeah, the look on her face was just like, you've queued seriously to get this 96p.
Well, that's it. It's a principle, though, isn't it? Monkey Thrifter said my first job was in Grattan mail order. Remember that? I was one of about 10 departments that dealt with returns. You had to put back into stock a minimum of 1,840 items a day, and they did employ 5,000 staff. Wow, that's a lot of returns, isn't it?
Thanks for joining us, Maximus. We'll see you again soon.
See you soon.
David M has joined us. Hi, David M.
Hi, David. Let's go back to the starred comments. I've got one here from Ravens Bazaar. Hot topic. I finally got verified as a sole trader on VINTED Pro today. Oh, I've been trying for ages, Raven. I've literally put it through 5, 6, probably 7 times. I've even got to the point now where I've asked them to change my name on one of the aspects of my account. And I did that, and I thought, that's it. This is going to work. I spoke to George Ross about it. He did the same thing. And I put my ID through again and failed again. So what did you do? Is there anything specific, Raven, that you did that made it go through? What combo of ID did you send through? Because it's driving license or passport, and then it asks for something from your business, which I've been sending a download of my 23-24 tax return. It actually has like HMRC copy, like printed all over the front. Do you think that's an issue? Because if it is, I'll try and get one that doesn't have that on it. Let me know in the chat, because I've got some stuff on my VINTED Pro account, and I've made a couple of sales on there, and I've bought stuff, but I'm loath to go too far with it. I want to load it up with stock, but I don't want to go too far in case I've got an issue with this Pro and, you know, I'm stuck. So I don't really want to put a lot of work into it until I'm cleared on the verification. Let us know what you put through. Once Love says, the thing is you can get verified and then they randomly reject it 48 hours later, but can't tell you why. It's just a shit show, isn't it? It's an absolute shower of shit.
It's like there was a big build up to this, and then...
Well, there wasn't really a big build up. What happened was it was a knee-jerk reaction from VINTED from eBay's announcement of fees. So VINTED just kind of like just opened Pro without really announcing it to anybody.
Oh, right.
And then they weren't ready because people were trying to sign up and then they couldn't get verified. And then, it's just a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Is Raven, are you still here? Let us know in the chat what combo of ID you sent through. Did you use your 23-24? Or if you're more comfortable, you can always send me a private message as well, because I'd love to know what you sent through, because I'm loath to go too far on VINTED Pro without having done that. Oh, I've been verified 3 times now, but I've given up trying after the last rejection. Oh, what? I can't understand why it's so difficult. I mean, I think it's Mango Pay that keep rejecting people. It's not. I don't think it's Vinted themselves. They obviously, this information gets passed to Mango Pay, which is a payment provider for Vinted, and then it gets rejected. And I don't think Vinted really have much say in it. But I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. It seems to be only a handful of people have managed it as a sole trader. I don't even think Limited are struggling as well, because I know Emsden was struggling when I last spoke to them. I'm not sure who else. Somebody else.
Raven said, I sent my driver's license and I made a PDF on Canva of my tax year overview and national insurance page, both found on Gateway.
PDF on Canva of my tax year overview. Okay, I've got those downloaded. I haven't got my national insurance page though. Tax year overview. Okay, I might try that one next then, because I've been sending my tax return, my whole return, but it has, like, you know, like when you download your tax return, a copy of it, save it as a PDF instead of print it, and it has written right across it, like something like HMRC copy or something like that. And I just wonder whether that is causing it to be rejected. But I'm gonna try that tax year overview.
Lisa said that the Pro wasn't supposed to come out till later on in the month. Justin says, I really hope Vinted will have a relist button or sell similar. Yeah, because
at the moment they don't.
It is annoying that though, isn't it? Because if you sell something and it gets sent back, you can't just relist it. You've got to do a whole new thing again.
Yeah, it's really annoying that. You would think that would be something really simple they could add. Also, as a Vinted Pro seller, you can't set up bundled discounts at the moment. So, you know, as a private seller, there's that bit on your profile where it says bundle discounts, and you can do like buy 2 items 5% off, 3 items 10% off, 4 items 15%, and 5 items 20% off. You know, you can do that. You can't do that as a pro seller, but buyers can create bundles from your items for shipping purposes. So they can create a bundle of 5 items. And it will combine the shipping for them. But also what they can do, so if somebody wants to do a bundle deal with you and you don't have discounts set up as a pro seller, just tell your buyer to make a bundle for the discounted shipping and then make an offer on the bundle when it's made. And that's what they can do that's what you can do to get around the fact that you can't create the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25% bundles. It's a bit annoying. I mean, why would you not have the bundle option as a pro seller? If anything, you'd think you should, as a pro seller, you'd have the bundle option. As a private seller, you wouldn't, because as a pro seller, potentially you'd have a lot more items to choose from.
Always Outnumbered said, rumor at the moment, apparently private accounts won't be able to list brand new items. Announcement within the next few weeks.
Interesting. I've seen a few people in some of the Vinted groups getting rejected for listing brand new with tags items. So it could be linked to that. And also some people have been trying to list brand new with tags on a private account and then getting a message from Vinted saying you must upgrade to a pro. So that kind of comes in with that, if that is true. Bit strange though, because just because you're listing something new with tags.
I bought a pair of boots that I got the wrong width size, not the wrong size, but the wrong width, and they're just a bit too, because they're like a knee-high boot. They're just a bit wide on my leg. So instead of sending them back, I decided to list them on Vinted. So I've listed them today new with tags, but nothing happened. Not I'm aware of.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's random.
Let me do it.
It depends what wording you use.
I haven't got a lot. I think I've only got one other thing on there that's new, which was a pair. I'm terrible. I bought a pair of sandals earlier in the year that were too narrow. And I couldn't bother sending them back, so I put them on Vinted. Those are the only 2 items I've got that are new, but they seem to be up and okay. Raven says, I also sent my 23-24 tax return. I just sent all 3 docs in a PDF to cover all bases, and it worked today.
Just play with your mouth. Make your mouth sore.
It's already sore.
We'll stop it. Stop making it worse. Let's go back to some starred comments. I've kept some to one side. Dig Vintage says, "Is Ebert an eBay plant? Who's Ebert? Or should we listen to what he says? Give us a clue. Who's Ebert? I ain't got a clue.
I don't think Ebert's ever been in ours. I don't think we've ever had an Ebert.
I've never. I don't even know what you're talking about. Dig Vintage. Have I missed something? Come back to me." Mr. Crummy says, still banned from Vinted. Submitted a GDPR data subject access request to try and get more info as they keep ignoring all attempts to resolve it. Oh, how strange, Mr. Crummy. But they do seem to be like banning people, and it's like, why? For what reason? It's weird. They've got a very weird way of operating. It's like you put in a help request. It takes a week for them to answer it. I received a box of pops. I bought like 40 pops. I literally did the biggest bundle you've ever seen from one seller. I bought like all their pops. I did this massive bundle, about 40 of them. And they were sent in a crisp box. Now you can imagine...
A big crisp box.
Very big one. You can imagine the carnage when that crisp box went through every postal system. It arrived. I just looked at it. I just thought, oh, this is not going to end well. It was awful. It had been smashed to bits. But I'm not being funny. I mean, it's got to go through 3-4 days of the postal system. It's not going to survive. If it would have been sent Royal Mail, it would not have survived. It was... You know what crisp boxes are like? They're about this thin. There's literally nothing to it. And all the pops were wrecked. Every single one of them. There was not a single one that didn't have damage. And I submitted a case to Vinted. I actually stopped short of saying the box wasn't adequate because I thought I'd give the seller every opportunity to kind of like be backed up by Vinted, and both of us get our money back. I just sent pictures saying everything's arrived damaged, and I thought, maybe we'll both get our money back. But yeah, it took Vinted a week to respond to that. That's not good enough. That's very, very poor. And I'm still got a case open to have one of my names changed on my account to try and match up with, and still I'm waiting. It's horrendous.
Apparently, Ebert is a former eBay UK director.
Oh.
Look up Ebert on YouTube.
Ebert, right.
It says he used to be a UK eBay business development director. Lots of good info about eBay.
Is this the one that Pitco said go and watch? I haven't watched that yet, Pitco. I just don't have time.
He said he might. Pitco says he might be on Flipping Ain't Easy tonight at 10 o'clock.
This is the one you sent, wasn't it? Was it last week? And we put it in the Discord. I've not watched it yet, but I am gonna pick that up.
Ewan Lang says, as much as it's been a pain to sign up, I've had some brilliant sales on Vinted Pro. A couple of items where I've got more than the eBay going rate. So it's good to hear that some people are having success on Vinted Pro after all the
I've sold a couple of bits on Vinted Pro, even though I'm not verified, and you can still sell. You just have to wait ages for the money. I had that Napa Bridgie waistcoat thing. That's been on eBay forever. And I put it on Vinted Pro, on my Vinted Pro account, and it was sold within about 2 days. It had literally been on eBay for ages. In fact, bought that from Trainer Lady. That's how long I've had it. Okay, maybe I started the price too high, but I put it, as soon as I put it on Vinted, it was gone. And I had quite a few favourites on it before someone plumped to buy it. So yeah, I think if you've got some good stuff, they can go.
Pitco said, yeah, that is the one that they sent you.
Okay, I will watch that one when I get time. I'll put it on while I'm working this week.
Dan says, is eBay Live happening next year or just a rumour?
I've got that one starred. Let's bring it up. Rumour. As far as I'm aware, I've not seen any solid information saying that we're getting eBay Live. I'd love to see it come and see what happens, but I've not seen anything solid come out. Somebody shared a screenshot in one of the groups recently where it was kind of like an advert on eBay saying, would you like to sign up for eBay Live? But not seen anything of that. And I've been looking and I've not seen any adverts like it. Now, maybe it was a mistake, or maybe it was a screenshot from the US eBay, ebay.com instead of .co.uk, which it might well have been. I don't know. But I've not heard any rumors. And you know what eBay are like? They don't tend to, they'll just make an announcement. You don't tend to like, we didn't see some of the zero fee stuff coming, did we? We didn't get any heads up about that. It just happened.
Love wants you to say the name of that brand again.
Napa Pridgy. I don't even know. Who said that? Napa Pridgy. Is that right? Is it right?
What?
Napa Pridgy.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. They're a really good brand.
Kev Pellington says, loving the show as always, but can we incorporate an interval at the 45-minute point? So
no, Bella love that.
Through?
Yeah, Bella, I thought he was going to say, but it's actually shit. Vinyl Nuts said I had a vinyl album sent from Vinted in a plastic bag and it got to me. You were lucky there, Nuts. You were very lucky. I've had pop figures because I do buy a lot of pops on Vinted, even for myself. I had a pop once. Do you remember? It was put in a poly bag. No, you probably don't. She don't remember nothing this week. Seriously.
My brain is otherwise occupied.
Somebody sent a boxed pop figure in a poly bag with no protection, just in a poly bag. It came like that, other than the figure inside. So it's probably like that. Absolutely smashed to bits. I mean, how the hell do you think it's going to arrive like that?
Well,
winds me up.
What have I had delivered this week that came in one of them padded, you know, like the padded envelope things? I ordered a the kids won't be what I was debating saying it then, but the kids don't watch it anyway. For all the kids and the girlfriends, I decided this year as part of the Christmas present, I was going to buy them an expensive calendar, you know, something they can open all through December. So one of my lads' girlfriends, I bought a jewellery one, and I got it on a deal because I am bargain bell. But it should have been a £50 calendar. Should have been a £50 calendar, and they sent it in a padded envelope. So when it came, all the corners are all bent. 2 of the doors have been opened. And I just thought, this is supposed to be a gift for somebody. And I'm literally giving them an open calendar now because it got wrecked in the post.
Put a bit of sellotape over it.
That's not the point.
I know what your point
is.
Why
are they packing?
Yeah. Did you complain about it?
I've sent them a complaining email, but I went onto the website to have a look, and I should have done this before I bought it. There was loads of comments saying that they'd been arrived not properly packaged, so damaged, and they weren't getting any responses from the company. So basically they're sending these bloody things out, getting them all damaged, and then not bothering to reply to anybody.
Yeah, well, best thing you can do if you're not happy is to return it.
I know, but I haven't got time to return
it. Well, that's what they're relying on. That's what they're relying on, people that if they can ignore people's messages, if you're not willing to return it, they're not going to do anything, are they?
But I'm just saying, it's not only Vinted. These are I don't know if they're big, but they're a jewellery company that sell, you know, quite expensive stuff. And even they're sending it out in shit packaging.
Justin says he's still going to car boots. Yeah, when I see them, there's one on at Runcorn that's on every 2 weeks. It's indoor, undercover, should I say, kind of half indoor. So I've been going to that one, and I just look out locally for any sort of indoor stuff like tabletops and jumble sales and stuff like that. So yeah,
Bolton car boot is on until the 8th of December.
Yeah, some of them will be called off due to weather, won't they? Bolton's just a bit far for me from here. It's
Vinyl Nuts just
Vinyl Nuts has joined as a member. Thank you, Nutsy. Appreciate that. Send me a message over on Instagram or Facebook, and we'll get you into our Discord. If anybody, we've got a few members who haven't come into the Discord, so whether they're just happy to support the channel, which is great, I appreciate it. But you are all welcome to come in to have a chat in our Discord. It's not all reselling. We have other channel chats of just non-reselling stuff if you want. Thank you so much.
Raven says, I reckon
Reckon.
VINTED will change the waiting 2 weeks rubbish. I'm 99% sure it was like that when VINTED first came out.
You see, the thing is, Raven, I can understand as a new pro seller or a new seller, right? Maybe your first 5 sales, you got to wait 2 weeks because we want to know that you're going to ship the item and it's going to be in good order. You're not going to scam somebody and your finances are correct. You're using the right cards and bank accounts. I get that. 5, even 10 orders. But then after that, they should drop it back. A bit like, like when you're new on eBay, you don't get the same deal. It takes longer to get your money and stuff like that. I can't remember actually what the deal is when you're new now, but it's slightly different than once you're established. Why not do the same thing? That would be understandable because they want to make sure you're an upstanding seller on the platform.
Rhino Nut says he's helping to pay for the tooth. That would be very true.
Oh, thank you.
That would be very true, but I don't see any of that money.
Well, you do like indirectly because that money goes into my business account and then I end up paying. Hang on, let me finish. I end up drawing money out and paying for holidays with that money. Circle of life.
I paid for the last holiday.
No, but I'm just saying. Stuff gets paid for with it.
What I was going to say, I thought you were going to say to me, well, that's the £30 that's going into the dental plan.
Oh yeah, it could be that. It could be going that £2 could be going into the dental plan. Thank you very much. Once Love said I bought a tiki mug that was sent in a box. It was too small with no bubble wrap, and it got smashed. VINTED wanted me to pay to return it before I'd get a refund. Wow, why would? All those pop figures that I got, 40 odd of them, all damaged. They told me not to return it. They just refunded me. It was over 100 quid. It's like 120 quid or something. 130 quid, I think it was actually. And they've just said, keep it. We've refunded you.
I sent a Christmas plate into like an afternoon tea 2-tiered thing, and you packaged it for me, so it was definitely packaged well, but it still got broke. The lady was really good about it, but thankfully we both got refunded for that because obviously the packaging wasn't an issue. It was God knows how they managed to break that because you'd even bubble wrapped individually.
I'd done everything I could, but
surrounded it and everything, and they still managed to break the freaking plate.
Yeah, it still got broken, didn't it?
Yeah.
Lana said I had a VINTED parcel in a clear bag. Imagine what could have been in that.
Yeah.
Clear bag. That's mad, isn't it?
Dan
Could have been
says,
something expensive.
Do you look at Hot Deals websites, Belle? I used to
I used to be always on that.
I
used to spend a fortune based on what I used to see on Hot UK Deals. I don't so much anymore, but I do look at it occasionally. Like if I'm looking for something, like the other week I was looking for the PlayStation Plus, the online code thing that you pay for every year. I went on there. I thought I'll have a look on there, see if anyone's got any good deals, but there weren't any.
That was after I bought you a treat, and then you found out it was going to cost you money.
I know.
I don't buy anything without. I'm like most people. I don't buy anything unless I've scoured to find if there's a code or
I always look for codes.
I'm on because I have blue light card, so I check the blue light card. We have the different money back ones that you can use.
Complete Savings, Quidco.
I'm always on Groupon and Voucher, scouring them to see if I can find anything. Literally, I'll do all that before I pay.
Yeah, me too.
Full price for
always do that.
Anything.
Lisa said you did good at Runcorn on the last video. Yeah, it was a good one, that. And I've sold a few bits already from that video, and that was only like a week ago. Like I said, early doors. I sold today the boxing belt that I picked up for £10.
I genuinely don't remember you showing me that.
Oh, it just shows you don't listen to me anymore. £95 I got that today. Got for that one today.
Chris says, have you had any much interest in selling the van?
I've had 2 inquiries on it, and both of them said they want to come and look at it, but it's a bit of a distance away from them. So one of them said they were planning a trip because they live further down in South Wales or something. They were planning a trip to Manchester or something in November, and they might try and incorporate coming to look at the van when they do that trip. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. So yeah, I've got 2 inquiries, but yeah,
Got
that's
like
it.
20 odd watches on eBay.
Yeah, there's quite a few watches on eBay. In fact, it ends tomorrow.
I am one of the watchers, mind you.
Me too.
And probably a load more people.
Probably people on here as well.
Dan said, "Did you see the video this week of a couple who do eBay, but
yeah,
bubble
married
wrap
to reselling.
supplier is selling? Yeah, and it's only."
Did
you not watch Chris's follow-up?
I've done one as well. Because Married to Reselling have done a few of these, raising awareness about the bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap and tape. We did tape.
I stepped it up a bit. I did tape as well. I'm pleased to say the tape was okay, but I did waste an entire roll doing it.
And we ended up with stuck to the garden gnomes and everything in the back garden.
Yeah, it was stuck to everything. But yeah, I've done a video on that, Dan. But also, Married to Reselling started this whole thing, so it's down to them, really. So go and watch their videos. They've done several now. They've done several about it because it's an absolute scandal. Someone needs to investigate it. You know, it needs to go on. What do they call it? The programs that like Watchdog and all that stuff. You know, it needs to go on those, like Scam Britain, Rip Off Britain.
Yeah,
it needs to go on that kind of thing.
Lisa said on my VINTED account it says I normally ship within 2 days, so they know I can ship quick. So why the 2-week wait? Plus she's got loads of good reviews.
Yeah.
Pitco says, okay, it confirms Ebert is on tonight at Flipping Ain't Easy channel 10 p.m. Not really wanting to plug another channel. Oh, we're always happy for you to plug other channels. Go for it. But just thought I'd mention for anyone that's interested in what Ebert has to say.
Okay.
Cool.
Thomas says a fun fact about teeth is the main reason we get cavities is through mouth breathing. People who breathe through their noses have really good teeth.
Do you know what mine is? I grind my teeth.
You do.
I'm a grinder. I used to wear a mouth guard thing, but I never woke up with it in the morning. I used to take it out in the night, so it was pointless. But yeah, I'm a grinder.
Yeah, I'm going to stop short of saying I'm a grinder.
That sounds wrong.
No, I'm stopping short of saying I'm nothing, against, but I'm not a grinder.
Obviously, I'm a stress head.
What's the best delivery service you guys use? I don't use Every anymore. Too many complaints from customers. I use Every. Every is my main one. And this year, touch wood, let's not jinx it. This year, Every for me has been better than Royal Mail 48. And when you consider my ratio is 90% Every, 10%, I had to think about that, 10% Royal Mail 48. So for every 10 parcels I send, 9 of them go Every, 1 of them go Royal Mail. And I've had more issues with Royal Mail on that 10% than I have on 90% Every. It's weird. Everybody has different experiences, so it's hard to say. I think personally that they're all pretty much the same. There's not much in it. All the parcels get mishandled by various staff members, but not everyone's bad, but there are a few. And if you're the unlucky one where someone don't give a crap about your parcel and they just chuck it in the back of the van without a care in the world, then you're unlucky, aren't you?
Dan says I've started following extreme couping on Facebook.
Yeah, we're on that one. I think Lana invited us to that.
Every day from people finding deals in their local area. Reminded me of what was that film that we watched recently where they did that massive coupon scam in America. Made like millions and millions of pounds from faking, the free coupons where people can get freebies.
It was interesting, that one.
Yeah, it was good, but they made millions and millions of pounds. They did end up. Oh no, they didn't. Did they end up in prison?
Yeah, they did a short.
Or did they got away with it?
No, pretty sure they did, and then they moved abroad at the end.
Yeah, but it's worth watching. That's an interesting one, just to see if anyone's fancying learning how to scam through coupons.
Justin says, anyone know how I can sign up to Complete Savings? You can't sign up to Complete Savings unless you get an invite on a website after you've purchased something.
I get them all the time.
So, eBay are one of them. So
is Amazon.
eBay, Amazon, every
Groupon.
stuff like that, Groupon. When you made a purchase, you get a pop-up sometimes and it'll say, would you like to earn £16.27 of free cashback on this purchase? And it feels like a scam, but it's not. It's a cashback site, and that's the only way you can join. I'd love to be able to give you a referral to it and earn a bit myself, but I can't. I've
never signed up to that, because
no.
you have to pay for it, don't you?
Yeah, you have to pay for it. But you can apply for your payment back every month if you make a purchase at the website that you signed up to on. So this is the thing.
So you pay monthly then?
You pay monthly
if you don't use.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not doing it.
Basically, right, here's what you need to do if you sign up to Complete Savings, right? Make sure you sign up via a website that you are going to use at least once a month. Don't do it on some random website that you're never going to go back to, because that's how you earn your monthly subscription back, is by making another purchase on the website that you joined at. So mine is eBay. So what I do is, when I joined with eBay, now it cost me £15 a month for the subscription to Complete Savings, but you can get the £15 back if you make a purchase on eBay once a month. So all you have to do is send your receipt from eBay to Complete Savings, and they give you your £15 back. So effectively, it costs you nothing as long as you make one purchase each month. So make sure you sign up on a website that you're going to use often. Every eBay, Amazon, whatever.
Too much like hard work for me, that.
But I use it a lot.
I know.
Let me tell you how much. I can log in now. Let me tell you how much I've earned since I joined Complete Savings. This will blow your mind. Seriously, I've been on it less than 2 years. I joined in February last year, and my account currently stands at. Come on, it's a bit slow, the website. Where's my totals? They've changed it all. Where's my totals gone? Earnings, sorry, press the wrong button. Total earnings £3,592.81p, and this month I'm currently on £81.90 in the last 30 days. I assume that's the last 30 days, but it's the last month anyway. So there you go. It's not to be sniffed at, and Quidco is probably a similar amount as well. So Quidco is also worth looking at, and I do have a referral for Quidco, and you can earn some free. You get free money on that as well, as I get free money if you use the link for Quidco. But
Once Love says, I need to make a decision about my consoles, paying subscriptions for Xbox and PlayStation, but can't remember the last time I actually played a game. Well, this is why Chris didn't have it, because he is very rarely on his PlayStation, so he didn't have one. But then, as a treat, I bought him the Killer Clowns new game that he wanted that's come out, which I didn't tell you this, but you got it because I had that £15 off voucher from Amazon.
You cheapskate. I thought you paid full price for that.
No, it still cost me money. But I got 15 quid off it, which is why I treated you to it. To only find out it can only be played online.
It's online only, Killer Clowns. What a con that is. They make you pay 35 quid for the game, and then you can only play it online. Well, so I had to then go and find a bloody PlayStation Plus thing.
But yeah, we get it once, love. If you're not using it, then it's a bit pointless having it, isn't it? Justin says, anyone... Oh, no, we've done that on Complete Savings.
Justin also says, have you linked Parcel to Go to your eBay? No, I don't. No. So you get cash back, or they not a partner. Parcel to Go are on Complete Savings, but I don't use them. But you would need to go via Complete Savings through their link into Parcel to Go, and then do your parcels. So from there, so yeah. I use Every, so I just click. I go whenever I'm doing my parcels. First thing I do, I log into Complete Savings, click on me Every, it goes to Every, and then I do my parcels from there.
I thought your postage was linked to our Tesco's account.
No, what they've started doing is, if you you can choose. You can either use a discount code on your every purchase, or you can use Tesco Club Card vouchers. So you can earn points on your purchases on every. If it's over £30, there's a code you can use to get 5% off. If it's under £30, I always put my club card in, so at least I get something back from it.
Yeah, we get a meal once a year.
Yeah.
Mr. Crummy said, did you see the eBay Q3 earnings call info? Maybe free selling coming sooner than later.
Yeah, I've almost got no doubt that it's coming to everybody, like business and private. It'll be interesting to see what they do at the end of December with the clothing no fees. So I think they'll either extend it or they say it's going to be permanent, and then I think eventually it will be everything like private sellers. So yeah, that's what I think.
Lisa says has to do complete savings, and so do Argos. There's quite a lot of them that do it.
There's a lot on there.
I just don't think there's anyone other than if we like our online food shop, if it was something like that, but we don't use Asda every month.
No.
So I don't think there's anything I buy every month regularly that I'd be able to like.
You just go through mine.
Yeah. So you can get all the money.
Yeah, that's how I got £3,500 on there. Thomas says, I'm going to sue the bubble wrap company as that's the only way to stop them in regards to every deliveries. I've sent over 100 parcels with them and no problem. Well, good luck suing them. I mean, somebody needs to do something. So if you're the man to do it, let us know how you get on.
Argos is one you can join, says Lana. Complete savings. It does look like the scam, to be fair. I thought it was until you told me otherwise. Yeah, it does look a bit dodgy when it pops up at the end.
Definitely. And don't forget, here's a good one for you. Anything you earn from cashback sites like Quidco and Complete Savings is not taxable. So just remember that. So if you're buying something through your business, like Every Parcels, and you're getting 10% back on that, that can go straight in your personal account. It's not taxable. And happy days.
Final Nut says, I have a big parcel box outside my house and they still leave stuff on the doorstep or on top of the box.
Let's go.
Laziness.
I've got another starred comment from Dan. We just had our first negative feedback yesterday. A pair of Hotter shoes, that were in mint condition when we posted them, totally disintegrated after the lady had them on for an hour. Oh, God. Oh, what a downer. There's probably not much you can do about that, though. Sometimes, like, things do look like especially like leather or plasticky leather, like leather look or leatherette or whatever you call it. That stuff can really disintegrate badly. I bought a watch at a boot sale in the summer and looked amazing, like the strap and that on it. When I got it back to list it, and I started sort of cleaning it and just tidying it up, and when you bend the leather strap, all cracked and broke away. It was a mess. So yeah, things like that can happen. Unfortunately, you have to take that one on the chin. There's going to be no way that you're going to get your feedback removed from that one, but it's just one of them. It's just one of them things that you can't do anything about.
Dan says, do you think Funko Pops are a good investment or we've missed
can be.
the boat?
No, certain ones can be. Yeah, definitely. Especially signed, authenticated ones. Certainly worth picking up, especially if you can get them at a good price. But some Funkos are great. The majority, 90... Well, percentages are made up. I'm making this one up. 95% of Funko Pops have only small value, and their only value is to those people like me who collect them. I've got a few here. Coco, probably not worth much, but he's worth something to me because I like him. So that's the thing that matters.
And that's why he's on the shelf, because if he was worth it, he'd be on eBay.
No, I've got loads here that are worth something. Look at all these up here. They're all Funkos up there. Up the top there. How can I get my finger over there? There. All those are Funkos. Most of them probably worth, a tenner each, something like that. Maybe a few more. There's a few that are definitely worth more. I've got a big Killer Clown collection of Funkos. They're worth a bit more.
Your Jaws one probably will be the big one.
Jaws, the big one. There's a few that are worth it, but you got to pick and choose. You got to pick and choose what you pick up. Check them, scan them, check them. Go on.
There are some rarer ones where they haven't made as many.
Definitely.
They haven't made as many of them and stuff like that.
Look for the ones to give you a clue. I mean, this is not always true, but it always helps if they've got extra stickers on the front. So if they're like convention exclusives, limited editions, glow in the dark, all those kind of things make them worth a bit more than your average.
What are these ones that people are going crazy? Oh, the flocked ones at the minute. People are liking.
People like
those.
the flocked ones.
Or the black light. So yeah.
Flipping Wolf said, "Can't you hammer the bubble wrap companies with bad feedback?" The problem is, I think if you watch Married to Reselling's latest video on this bubble wrap scandal, they did one. I think it was today or yesterday, and they went through a lot of the comments that people put, and that was one of the comments, Wolf. But this especially applies to Amazon, and Amazon will remove negative feedbacks under a lot of circumstances. So, like Married to Reselling was saying, these companies know how to get their negative feedbacks removed. So you have to be careful how you word stuff.
AC Global says Hotter, Eco, and Sketches are notorious for the
for that cracking and falling away. Yeah. Oh, it's a shame.
And Sarah said same thing happened to me with a pair of Nike Riffs, mint condition, but 20 years old.
Yeah.
Her ended up being her only negative review. Vinyl says, have you noticed all the Amazon pickup points springing up all over the place? How long before they start a delivery service?
Don't know. I've not noticed it myself, but if you're saying that they are nuts, then they are.
Wansel says, I had that with a pair of new old stock FootJoy golf shoes. The soles disintegrated when the buyer first wore them, but they were okay about it, thankfully.
Ideally, what you'd like is, and Dan, it's a shame that they didn't do this, but ideally what you would like is that they just open a return, especially if they've only had them a few weeks and it's still within that return window. Just open a return, say that they've cracked within a week or whatever, and you have to refund them. And then, hopefully if you deal with that correctly, it avoids the negative. Let's do some.
Can we? I'll give you an announcement for all those people that are concerned that Chris sits on a cracked chair. By the way, we have now not replaced the chair. He's still got the chair, but he now has a special little rubbery mat thing to go on the top of it, so his bottom doesn't get.
He wants to see me rubber.
He wants to see his rubber. This is a JLM. Is it that what it's called? JLM.
JLS, babe.
JLM. It's a JLM special.
It's not JLM. It's something else, isn't it?
JML. JM. You know what I mean? You know when you go into the Asda or something and they're on the aisle and it's like they have the TV showing all these.
Is this what they call AS? What is it?
It's supposed to be like air pockets.
ASMR.
It's supposed to like air pockets, and it is quite comfy to be fair.
Yeah, it's all right.
It did cost like 15 quid.
It's just when I get my arse out later, it'll have a honeycomb imprint on it.
No. We haven't tested the theory yet, but on the box it said you were supposed to be able to put an egg on that and sit on it, and it won't crack.
Yeah,
I think we should test that live on air.
When?
Should we go get an egg now and test it?
No.
Oh, go on. Who wants to see Chris do the egg test theory with this cushion?
Those mats are for hemorrhoids, apparently.
No, they're just for comfy seating. I didn't actually get it for Chris. My mum said she wanted one. So I bought my mum one and said, you can have it for Christmas. And then mum bought me one for Christmas. But then I remembered Chris needed something. So Chris has got it.
AC said, I've had a couple and just refunded the customer without a return as they provided pictures. Yeah,
totally. I need to go get an egg.
I would do that.
Everyone's saying egg. Shall I go get an egg? Oh, go on. Let's get an egg.
This is a serious show, babe.
It will be serious when we prove that this mat is like super.
It's not going to be. I'm like 8 stone of pure muscle.
Come on, Cox, man. Let's go get an egg.
You can do it.
When it breaks.
You're doing it. You've got a softer bum than me.
Oh,
thanks. You make good advertising. We apologise. Sent the refund and still. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame. Secret Labs, best money spent for my chair. Secret Labs. I don't know what that is.
Cookie wants the egg. You ready?
If it cracks, what am I going to... No, you're sitting on it, not me.
No,
You're sitting on it. Everyone's saying Belle sit on it.
No.
Belle to sit on the egg.
Making my face hurt.
This doesn't feel very hard, this egg. These are as the smart price. These are no way going to take the weight of my butthole.
Are we ready? We need to get the camera to see if it breaks. Let's get the camera.
Fuck's sake, babe. I can't do it.
I'll hold the camera while you
Cookie,
sit.
get down.
Cookie wants the egg. That's all Cookie wants.
No, because it's all tangled up.
It's not. It just goes round there. This is like Blair Witch project now with a handy cam. Ah, Cookie, get off the egg.
Sit on it. Look at Cookie wanting that egg.
She's going to be licking that when you break it. You ready? You ready? Cookie, get down.
There you go. I'm sat on it.
Sit down.
I am.
Sit down properly.
No.
Are you sat?
Yeah, I'm actually sat on it.
Are you sat on it? Move your
Yeah.
hands then.
I can't, babe.
Move your hands.
There. I'm sat on it, everyone. I'm sat on the egg.
Let's see if the egg's still there.
It's there. It worked. Cookie, look, you can have this later if you're a good girl. Have it later. It worked, everybody. Woo! My genes live to see another day.
Oh, that was funny. All right, Cook.
Oh,
Cookie
he's a
wants
good
the egg.
girl.
Cookie
Right,
loves it.
you can have it later.
Cookie loves eggs.
it's the favourite thing in the world. Don't give it now, babe.
Go on, you just crack on. I'll go give it.
Okay.
Come on.
Put it in a bowl. The egg test. The egg test is fake. Dear, oh dear, what have we come to on this channel? Resell Anything said, I've just got a bundle of PS1, PS2 games and a PS2 for 70 quid. Silent Hill, one of them. Nice. Very nice. Mondays is taking it. Yeah. Imagine, Sarah. Imagine. Someone just tunes in. Somebody has. I guarantee it. Somebody just tuned in then when I was about to sit on that egg. No duck race tonight, just egg test. I know, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you were hoping for, but it didn't happen. Cheeky. Cheeky. I don't know.
I think you weakened it though because I barely even tapped it on the edge of a bowl and it exploded everywhere.
Yeah, well, it would do under the weight of my ass. I want to say thank you to see what you buy for tonight's duck race prize, by the way. Appreciate you offering that up. And I think we've got about 50 ducks in the race tonight. The duck race is coming up shortly. Let's do a few thank yous. If you've got anything else to discuss tonight, we've had a good discussion, haven't we? We've had a lot of good chat. Let's see. I need to do some thank yous. Big thank you to all our channel members. Vinyl Nuts has joined us tonight as well. Thank you, Vinyl Nuts. I'll get your name on here ASAP. Resell for Rescue, Matt Sell Stuff, Glamour's Closet, Paul Daubney, GT Prelove, Chris Smith, Rachel Nash, Phil Higginson, Tam's Reselling Life, Secret Carper, Hillary Rhodes, Steve-O, I'm a Reseller, Queenie Conquest, Tap Peddler, Resale Oasis, Shabba, Dizzy J, Swimming Bear, Liam Richards, Lin, Flipper Lee, Al Reventa, John Parker, Lost One XXX, Sarah Evans, Zebu, Kez, Resell Anything, Shaz Flipping Northerner, James D, Tommy Trades, Tango 2 Pints, Once Loved, George's Treasure Shed, Yorkshire Mix, Keith Pitco, Cy, Craig Wood, Andy Incognito, Ems Den, SB Reselling, Andrew Milburn, Santa, Soul Steps, Dave, Retro Electronic, The Monkey Thrifter, Drink and Dive, and Mick Page. Thank you all so much for being part of our VIP channel membership. It's only $2.99 a month. I really do appreciate it. It helps us run the channel. It helps us give stuff away, send stuff in the post, do prizes, all manner of stuff. Plus, we also have a Discord that we run, and you can join that. We can do reselling chat in there. You can ask questions about anything. There's almost 50 very, very knowledgeable and very friendly resellers in that group. So thank you all for joining us.
People are very sorely disappointed you didn't end up with egg all over you.
I know. I'm so glad it didn't break.
I heard once I said could be worse. You could have been sitting on the shocker from last week.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We don't watch many of our shows back, but we did watch that one back last week, and I must admit, even we were laughing. To be fair.
Oh yeah, it was funny, to be honest. It was.
The shock.
The best bit was when I threw the thing and it hit you on the head.
The shock on the forehead. Do you know what I found hilarious? Was when he threw it and it went behind his Mega Drive and he was trying to get it out and it was shocking him that it was getting out.
It's horrible, that thing.
But you know what I realised after I watched it? I really got the majority of the shocks from that because I kept touching it in between when we weren't even doing anything and getting shocks off it. But yeah, it's been put away in a box that are never to be seen again. It might go out as a...
Babe, listen, all I can say is I get a shock when you touch it too.
Made me laugh. This will be Duck Race 137.
137. Can you imagine when we first started these duck races? Can you imagine getting to duck race number 137? We'd have been like, no way.
And we're coming to Christmas again. Are we deciding whether we're doing a big one for Christmas? Are we doing a Champions Duck Race?
We'll do another Champions Duck Race, yeah.
Maybe not Christmas Day because I'm working Christmas Day. So we need to work out when we're going to do it.
What we need is Lieutenant to pull together a list just before our last duck race, our Christmas duck race, of all the winners from 2024's duck races. So then we can have a 2024 champion. So last year was the 2023 champion. This year will be the 2024 champion.
We could do it on Monday the 23rd.
Monday the 23rd. That sounds good. That's close enough, isn't it? Mm. Okay, then that's a date. Monday the 23rd of December will be the 2024 Champion of Champions duck race.
What caused the balloon to burst? They were shit, Linlin. That's what caused the balloon to burst because I took them down from here and two more burst while I was trying to take them downstairs. Cookie was terrified. So, yeah, they were just crap balloons. I think I overinflated them, to be fair.
What's coming up this week on the channel? I'm planning on doing a Whatnot Wednesday this week. Friday wasn't that good this week, last week. What am I talking about? Friday was really busy on Whatnot, which meant that there weren't as many people to go around. So I still made a lot of sales, so I appreciate all the sales. But I'm going to go back to Whatnot Wednesday or Whatnot Tuesday where I can. And I'm just thinking this week about...
It's going to be Wednesday because I want to go to a bonfire tomorrow night.
Oh, football's on tomorrow night though, babe. What time's the bonfire? Look at her face. Look at her face, folks. What time's the bonfire? We've already been to a bonfire. How many do you want to do? No. You're going to one on Saturday as well.
We went to a firework display. Didn't go to a bonfire.
What time's the bonfire?
I don't know.
Can you find out? I'm sure it'll be done by the time football's on. So Whatnot, I'm thinking this week I might do a games Whatnot. I've not done one before. I was chatting to the people in the Discord about doing a games Whatnot. I've got a ton of PS2 and Xbox 360 games. And I'm thinking about just doing a solely game show, like having a wall and doing like 3 for starting at £5 and you get to pick 3 games. So I'm thinking about that for this Wednesday. Or I've also got a load of comics as well, a big job lot of comics I bought that are in the back room at the minute. So I'm thinking definitely in the future going to do a
Might leave
comics
you to
show
that
as well. I don't know quite how I'm going to do that one yet, but I'm thinking about that. There'll also be 1 or 2 videos out this week, including one at the weekend. So look out for those. And we're pretty much up to the duck race, I think.
Once Lover's got a good point here. He said 137 shows is an achievement, let alone the duck race.
It is, yeah. It is. We're here, rain or shine, and
Well, Chris is anyway.
Unless something like drastic's happened or we're on holiday, we're always here on a Monday night. And we've been doing this Monday night slot now for...
Ever.
It's got to be 5 years.
Started when we was in Reddish, didn't it?
Yeah. It's got to be 5 years. Does anybody know? Anybody go
Santa!
back in? Santa! Go and find our first live show, Reseller Ramblings, it started at.
And to be fair, when it first started, it was just Chris. You did it on your own. I didn't do it to begin with.
No, you did.
I
You were always on it.
No.
You were, because remember when we thought a spider had landed on you and it was a bit of fluff?
Yeah,
do you remember that, or has your brain gone on that as well?
No, I remember that. But I'm pretty sure right at the beginning it was just you on your own.
I don't think it was. I don't think I did a lot. I think it was always the pair of us.
Or was it just the pre-recorded videos?
It was always pre-recorded to me on my own.
Santa will be able to tell us. He can tell us anything like that.
It's more than 5 years anyway. I'm pretty sure of that, and that's a long time to be doing this Monday night show.
Lisa says she's not won this year, the duck race. Well, you've got
time.
You've got a few more Mondays to go. Not many, just a few.
And you might not win, Lisa, if you keep entering at the last minute. Get your entries in early.
Reseller Anything said there was a reseller meetup on Friday, so that's why he wasn't with us. That's fine, don't worry.
Oh, don't worry. No, it's all right. We've all got a life.
Oh, and Deborah said, apart from us, because we're here all the time, Deborah said her knitted pumpkin is settling in very well. I'm glad that he's got a lovely new home. So, yeah, please take care of him. And if you put him away and bring him out at autumn, think of me.
Who said that?
Deborah.
Oh.
Have you named him? Has he got a name?
Triple X has popped in. Hi, Triple X. Don't forget, if you do want to join us in our Discord, you can do. You haven't sent me a message, so I assume you don't want to, but it's all good if you do. Flipping Wolf has only got 81 hours left until they can monetize their YouTube channel. Oh, that's so close. Good. So close. There's no podcast for a few weeks. I'm having a break. We reached the end of series 4, so it takes a lot to do those lives, by the way. You know, you probably don't realize it, but it takes a lot of effort to pull those together. And I have to do a lot of research, a lot of work beforehand to make sure that I'm not just like going in blind and we've got something to talk about. So I need a break every now and again. So that's why I purposely set the podcast up in series, so that I could do a series, have a break, and then start again. So we're on a break at the moment, and it'll be back soon. I'm just lining up some more guests so that we've got a full series ahead of us. So it will be back, and yeah, I just need a little bit of a break because it does take a lot out of me doing that and this on a Monday night, and doing pre-recorded videos. So
and doing whatnots.
And doing whatnots. And doing eBay, and doing every bleeding thing else.
Lost One and Hartwell Ceramics have joined us. Thank you for joining us. You're just in time for the duck race.
Just in time.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
Nope. Deborah said he's going on the dashboard in her van. Oh, that's cute, but he ain't got a name yet. Okay.
Right. Okay. Let's get ready.
Was really interesting.
What
you mean where we were getting shocked?
That wasn't a normal week.
Oh no, I think she was talking about your podcast.
Oh, the podcast. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Lisa. I think they've all been interesting. I've found, in their own little way, they've all been interesting. Everyone's had a different angle, a different reason, and a different story. Obviously, we're all different, aren't we? So, but yeah, I found them all to be interesting.
Maybe I should podcast you.
What?
You podcasted me.
It took me everything to get you on the podcast as my wife. You were like, I'm not doing that. Why do I come on? And now you're saying this.
Yeah, because just saying, like you're saying, everybody's got a different story. Well,
This is your
I could
life.
podcast you on it. Or I could get somebody else to podcast you.
Vinyl Nuts, your oldest video is grown man screaming. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is an
Have
old
you
one,
watched it? For anyone that was here last week that was commenting on Chris's scream, go watch Grown Man Screaming. I thought it was called like Wet and Wild.
Probably has got Wet and Wild in it.
I think it's Wet and Wild. Go watch that. You will never look at Chris the same again. Ever. All I'll say. Flippamo said, not a big reseller, but I will join for a podcast.
Yeah, I did send him a message. I did send Scott a message. Yeah, you don't have to be. We are talking to people of all different sizes, all different backgrounds, selling big sellers, small sellers. It doesn't matter. That's not important. What is important is the story behind it.
I'm not a reseller. I live with a reseller.
Daisy. You don't need to be a big reseller or a big YouTuber to come on the podcast. That's definitely not what it's about.
Oh, Lisa saw your grown man screaming ages ago.
Right, I'm going to get the duck race ready, guys. So if you are okay with that, I am going to get that going. 50 ducks in the race.
You can do that. No, seriously.
Oh, babe, you are cheating. Yeah. That's not fair. I did it last week.
I'll do it next week.
Okay. You're just copying out. Look at her. Copying out. You've managed to talk all right tonight.
I've been trying to do my bit. I've been fighting through the pain.
John Hammond says that all the podcasts have been great except the one with the idiot from the North Pole. Right. Are we ready? Are we ready to go for the duck race? Let's get the music going. We need a bit of DuckTales.
Flipping Wall says that's where you differ from other YouTube resellers. The others only talk and reply to big YouTubers. But that would make us like not only shallow, but contradictory. We're not a big. Mentality, a bit like with the saying hello to everybody at the beginning. I've always said I'd be really disappointed if we weren't able to sort of keep interacting with everybody. You know, if we did get to the point of being that big that we couldn't interact with everybody, I would be sad at that. I quite like the way our cute little group is.
Maybe one day I'll sell my story. Okay, right. Are we ready for the duck race? Here we go. Let's share the screen here. Are we on? Sorry, I can check. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Right. Let's shuffle those ducks. I'll give it 5 shuffles, just for no reason whatsoever. That's 4. 5 shuffles on the ducks, and the ducks are off again. It's duck race number 137, and it's a very close pack as we start off. Super Duck is close to the front with Naked Duck. Elaine Parks just a beak ahead of the rest, but she's dropped off a little bit. No, she's still ahead, actually. I thought she was dropping off. No, she's still ahead. Lazy Jane's 4 Naked Ducks at the front of the pack. That's unheard of in duck race history. Lincoln Seller with the pink duck at the top of the screen. We've got Helen, Lisa, Tap Peddler Derek, I can see there. Helen. Who else we got? Frankenstein with a naked duck. All I can see is naked ducks right now. It's got to be. I'm putting my money on a naked duck to win tonight's race. I'm saying it here and now. Tap Peddler's there at the bottom of the screen, sort of just closing in on the front of the pack there. And we got towards the back. Resell Anything, Frederick Frankenstein, George's Treasure Shed, I'm a Reseller, it's Peter Ray, Greg, Once Loved, all towards the back of the pack. Dorothy Watkinson's nowhere inside. And it's all very close. We've got a purple duck at the front. Flipping Wolf Resells is there. Phil Higginson's also leading there. Elaine Parks is close. Nothing major. Lisa's sort of hanging about a bit there. See what you buy. Could win his own prize tonight. That would be a disaster. Resell Anything's come up to the front there with the alien duck. We've got George's Treasure Shed leading the pack with 30 seconds on the clock. Naked Duck again, Dizzy J, and also Phil Higginson. The pack splits with 15 seconds to go. Reseller Anything and Frey Andy Bentos are the two leading ducks. It's the unicorn versus the alien. No, the alien's gone. It's now the unicorn. Frey Andy Bentos is winning with 3 seconds to go. Who's it going to be? Deborah Sardine. Didn't Deborah Sardine win this one? Deborah Sardine, the first duck to win 2 duck races in a row. That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Deborah Sardine. Wow. 2 duck races in a row. Tell me that has not happened before.
She won a Halloween-themed one last week.
She's been very lucky.
Won a Christmas-themed one this week.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Tell me that has never happened before.
2 weeks on the run. Well done, Deborah.
Can't believe it. 2 weeks on the trot. Jesus.
We will point out now, just seeing as Deborah's won twice, when we do the Christmas one, it is still only
you only get one entry.
One entrance. It don't matter how many times you've won this year, you will still only get one entrance into the Christmas special. And for anybody that's watching that wasn't with us last Christmas, what we did was we did a little like hamper of goodies as like the Champion of Champions duck race. So between now and Christmas, make sure you're getting your ducks in. So to up your chance of getting into that final one, so we can send you out a nice goodie pack for Christmas.
I've sold 2 items whilst we've been on air on eBay. I've sold a pair of Nike React trainers, and I've sold a Liverpool FC flag.
Deborah says, please give the prize to the runner-up. I don't know who the runner-up was.
Oh,
we'd have to watch the...
We'll have to watch it.
Let me go back.
The prize is yours, Deborah. You're the winner. Yeah, you get the prize. That is yours. By rights.
I can have a quick look and see, and if she wants
Sometimes
to...
you can't tell who came second.
Let's have a look.
I'll try and pause it.
Deborah came out of nowhere. I think it's Andy. Yeah, it was that Frey
Andy
Bentos, who we thought was going to win.
Is Frey Andy Bentos in? If Frey Andy Bentos is in, then the prize goes to you as second place. That's been gifted by Deborah Sardine. Thank you, Deborah. That's very kind of you. But I will say this, Deborah, you go down as the winner of that race. So it's your entry into the grand final.
7, but it definitely looked like...
I think it's Frey Andy Bentos. We'll have a look at it afterwards. Is that AC Global? Why have you got 2 different... Or is that your...
Yeah, number 7, Frey Andy Bentos is definitely number second. It's definitely second.
Is that you, AC Global?
Oh, it says that's me.
Okay, then. Well, if that is you, AC, send me a message and we'll get the prize out to you. That's courtesy of See What You Buy.
No, yeah, but thank you. And courtesy of Deborah Nardone, who originally won it. Yeah, my username on comments shows as Frey Andy Bentos. Right, well, congratulations.
Congrats.
How do we work this, though? He's getting the prize. But does he get the entrance into
No.
Right.
No,
so no
it's got
entrance.
to be the winning duck.
So you're not, you've got to be the winning duck. So you're getting the prize, but you're not into the...
But I think he may have won it anyway before.
Right, okay.
I'm pretty sure I've seen AC win something. Whether it's a duck race or not, I'm not sure.
Cool.
But yeah, winner is the winner, and that's the end of it. But thank you, Deborah, for sharing. Sharing is caring.
It is. Sharing is caring. So for anybody that doesn't know how to enter the duck race, then as soon as this stream's finished and we've gone off screen, go back onto the video and in the comments below, just write any comment you want, and that will automatically enter you into next week's duck race. In the next coming weeks, we have got a couple of really good duck advent calendars that are going to be going out. So yeah, if you haven't been in before, it's well worth getting in now, because we are going to get them out before. We're
going to get them out from next week's show.
Yeah, from next week's show, so that
I think
them.
I think we've got 3 duck calendars to give out that people have donated. So thank you, guys. Helen's given one. George's Treasure Shed has given one.
Yeah, so the next 3 weeks, so the 11th, 18th, and 25th, are going to be advent calendars for you to be able to get before December.
So if you want a duck advent calendar, you need to get into the next few races. You're going to have a good chance. Well,
AC's not won before.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to keep trying AC, but at least you got the prize.
Linlin says, what was the prize? It was a little Christmas duck with some
coins.
Some chocolate coins. That
Courtesy of See What You Buy.
Yeah. It was very nice.
And that is it. We're dead on 1 hour 30. How do you feel about that, babe?
No, it's not. It's
1 hour 30.
We were late, weren't we?
1 hour 30, it says on my clock.
Yeah, we were late. So
thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all being here and spending time on your Monday night or taking time out of your evening to watch and join in, especially as well. Thank you to Vinyl Nuts for joining our VIP membership. If anyone else is interested in the membership, there's a button below that says join. You can hit that and it tells you how to do it all. It's $2.99 a month. Thank you very much. I'll say goodbye and we're going to leave you with the bell end.
Thank you. Just before I give you my final words of wisdom, for anybody that has been
She's always got something extra to say, hasn't she?
Well, you're going to eat your word now because I was literally going to say, you've not shut up long enough for me to give the update. Thank you tonight. But I was going to say, for all those of you that have been following the last few weeks and are aware of what's going on with my sister, realise that we've not actually sort of give you a little update. But tomorrow she's got her pre-op. So fingers crossed, Tuesday, she will be going in and having a double operation. She'll be having the mass on her liver and the mass on her bowel removed both at the same time. So yeah, that's the next step in our journey. So it's all going to be a bit chaotic again from next week, but fingers crossed she's going to get through that fine. So yeah. So on that note, yes, exactly. On that note, my final words of wisdom to you are, they're not really words of wisdom. When life gives you a Monday, dip it in glitter and sparkle all day.
Thanks very much for watching, really appreciate it. If you want to catch up on another one of my videos, you can try one like this or one like this. They're both good ones. Give it a go, or you can subscribe by pressing this button here. There you go. See you later.